All right, so I want to talk about how I kind of had my dreams almost went away. So basically, I always wanted to get into tech, right? And I always also wanted to run a business, right? That's always been my dream. It's always been a business owner since forever. And I also like technology. And I basically, when I was in college, I was doing so many damn business models, and they all kind of failed, right? I did Amazon FBA, drop shipping, SMMA. They all failed because of my laziness. That's really the reason why. It's not because they don't work. It's because I was lazy and I didn't find a mentor, and I was really cheap, and I was arrogant, and I had an ego. That's the main reason why it failed, right? But looking back, I really wish that I really grinded back in college, right? Because I actually wasted my time in college. I should have just been grinding in the business, trying to find a way to make it work and actually make it work, and just throw every dime and be as risky as possible. Before in college, I was saving money. I had cash in college. I had like 20 grand saved for no reason. I should have deployed that cash in a mentor, in a business, or whatever, and see what comes about it. But I just wanted that safety net, that safety blanket. Why? Why? You need to be a broke college student and use all your money towards growing a business and be as risky as possible. Stop being risk averse in college. It's a complete waste of time, right? And what's going to happen if you're risk averse in college is you're going to have to work a job. And this is where I used to work at right here, guys. As you can see, I used to work here. Let me zoom into this spot real quick. Damn, I'm trying to zoom in. Damn, there we go. Right there. I used to work that office for 4 damn years. And to be honest, I lied to myself about liking that job. I really had to lie to myself. I kind of gave up on my dreams a little bit. I was pretty much working this not to say it's a dead end job. I used to get paid like pretty well as a network engineer, but it kind of threw away my dreams, right? It kind of threw away my dreams. My dream has always been to run a business and not to work a job. And the fact that I was still working at this company for this long and I haven't left was actually kind of like, after some time, I actually accepted the fact that I'm just going to be working at this company forever. Right here it is. It's kind of sad, and I actually haven't driven through here in so long. Hopefully, I don't see anyone that I know, all my coworkers. But it's gonna be funny if I see them. But I used to work here, guys. I used to commute here every day to the office as a network engineer. I used to make good money though, but it was my dreams. My dreams went away, right? I lost my dreams, and it's actually kind of surprising driving through here because would come here every day, and deep down I knew I didn't want to do this, but I kind of accepted the fact that this is going to be my life. And after some time, I realized, like, I can't do this anymore. I cannot do this anymore, right? And Yeah, it's that's why I quit my job, and I really, I mean, that's why I grew the business while I had the job, right? Because I came to the idea that I'm 20. I started the business back in 26, so I was 26 years old. I was like, I'm 26 years old. What do I have to lose? I don't have kids. I don't have a family yet. Um, I want that in the future, right? Let me take the risk now and see what happens, instead of playing so risk averse, holding my money so tight, and not deploying my capital towards my dreams, right? Because the last thing I want to do, I was thinking about it. If I was 35 years old, working as a network engineer job pays well. Like, I still recommend people do it, but my dream has always been to be a business owner, to travel the world, to provide value. You know, my goal is always, I want to go to Africa, bring high speed internet to Africa. I want to do a lot of different things, right? But that requires you to think bigger. And having this job, I wasn't thinking bigger for a long time, for a long time. And I kind of lost my dreams for a while. And you kind of accept it. As sad as that sounds, I kind of accepted the fact that I'm just going to be working here. And I wasted, looking back, I mean, I'd say, but in my head, I feel like I wasted 3 years working here. I could have left this job way earlier. I could have gotten to my goal way earlier if I should never even. I remember the first day in that job when I walked into I didn't even want to. I kind of got the job by accident, by the way. It's kind of a weird scenario. So after I graduated college, I had no business, I had no whatever. But after you graduate college, you're kind of like in this weird area when you don't have a job, and you're like, what should I do? So I kind of fell into this job, right? I practiced in my interviewing skills, and I ended up getting this job, and it paid well, but I kind of lost my dreams of what I wanted. So after that time, because keep in mind, before I got this job, I was trying to do business stuff. I was trying to do so many things, and when I got this job, this is the first time I was making some real money, and it felt good, right? When you're getting like a 6K check every month, and it's great. But the problem is, it's it's the cost of your dreams, right? People say, oh my God, you have a great job, be happy. You're 23 years old, you're 22 years old, you got this amazing job, you're making 100K a year. Be happy, be happy, be happy. And the job was chill. I loved working there. The coworkers were great. The only problem was I wasn't happy with what I was doing. I genuinely was not happy. I liked it, but I wasn't satisfied. I wasn't like, I mean, I would just go home, go to the office, play video games when I get home, and then that's it. And then it's just a mundane life. Like, it's actually insane. Like, you look forward to Fridays, you look forward to the vacation time that you get here and there, and that's it. And that's it, literally. That's all I really looked forward to. And I was like, I cannot do this anymore. I genuinely cannot do this anymore. I'd rather have my business fail and not work out than work a job like this. Even though the job like this, it pays well, I would still do it if I need job, I need income. And if you guys are looking to start a business, I always tell people, get a high income skill. Right, that high income skill is network engineering. I was able to make 100K a year. And when you have money, it's easier to grow your business because you can deploy your capital in ads, which is one of the easiest ways to grow your business, right? Or in coaching or whatever, right? So obviously, get that high income skill first. A lot of the times, you don't have to start a business right away. Another high income skill is high ticket selling. So look into getting a high ticket selling position or job. Or like work for like a coach or something like that and ask it to sell high ticket and get commission off that. That's going to help you with sales. Sales is the most important thing with any business and all that stuff. But going back to working this job, I really struggled with the idea of even quitting my job. I was so much of my mindset became so job focused, and I was so afraid to be I felt like I was being a slave to the job, or like it felt weird quitting my job. It felt so weird quitting my job. I mean, I didn't really quit it. This particular job, I actually moved to a different company that was fully remote. But I recently left that position actually my last day is July 18th. So it's actually this Friday. But they basically said, yeah, I'm pretty much good to go. Like, I'm good. But so yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy that that leaving your job is difficult. I don't know why it is. It's like they have you on a chokehold, but I wasted 4 years in that job, technically. I mean, 4 good years that I could have used to deploy my time into business, right? But obviously, your family, they're going to be like, what are you doing? There's a lot of risk involved. You don't know if your business is going to succeed, because business is always like a gamble at the end of the day. You don't know if it's going to succeed or not, right? And, that's why it's best to build a business while you have a job. And that's why I built that info product business. And that's how I was able to scale it quite quickly while I had the job, because I was in a niche market. I took advantage of that. I had the skill set that a lot of people wanted, and I would teach it for free anyways. And I knew someone who was teaching it, and I did it, right? So that's what I did. So there's no excuse when people say, "Oh, I can't." How can I work a job when I'm already? How can I work a job and start a business at the same time? I mean, I didn't have kids. I'll be fair. I didn't have a family like at that time, like no wife. So I did have time to build the business, right? But even if it takes 3-4 hours a day, set that aside. If you're fully remote, take advantage of that as well. If you're fully remote, take advantage of the time. Because I know people who work remote jobs, maybe you have some free time here and there to work on the business. But only work on the most important thing, which is creating, especially in the info product space, creating content and creating ads and marketing and sales. That's all you should be really focusing on in the beginning. Once you validate that, get more sales, and then you can start hiring people. I had like 7 employees before I quit my job, actually. Or 6 employees. I pretty much had 6 employees. And that's how I was able to grow the business while working a job. Right now, I'm full-time in the business. I expect it to grow up and scale like crazy. And I'm just trying to get to that point right now. But working the job, that was just a stepping stone into this next chapter of my life, right? I had that chapter. It's been a great 4 years. I loved working. But I wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm grateful that I had a job, because I know some people would kill for the position I had, and I would just taking advantage of that, making the money, using that time to build a safety net, because I'm very risk averse, by the way. And the idea of quitting my job and starting a business without the business even working is kind of insane to me. That's why I waited until my business was consistently making 30K a month. Once it was doing that, then I was like, okay, I can quit this job. I have enough in savings where I can support myself for 3 years. Let me go all in on this. And if it doesn't work, I'm happy. I'll be 30 years old. I would have gone all in on my business. And if it didn't work, I'm fine going back to 150K a year job in tech, right? That's fine. And if it works, amazing, right? So we'll see how it goes. That's kind of the mindset that you should always have. But it's fine. It's fun driving by my office. It really humbles me because you go there all the time. You have the good memories. But another thing is also you're working with employees who don't have the same mindset as you, and that really can really humble you a little bit, right? Because not humble you, but really can keep you stagnant. Because everyone here is an employee. Maybe they have kids and families, so they kind of already gave up on their dreams. They're not like thinking about businesses or anything like that. You're like the only guy who's thinking this way. So it's like this mindset. It's not a good environment to be in because they're gonna say, "Oh, 401k. Oh, like we're getting." They get excited about a 10% increase in salary, which is like an extra 8,000 a month, or 8,000 a year, which is extra like $400 a month. I'm like, are you serious? Are you excited about a 10% raise? Like when people get promotions, they're all excited. Like I didn't even care if I got a promotion. Promotions, it's such a minuscule amount of income, increase in income, and in fact, promotions are kind of a scam because they're going to give you more work for incrementally more pay. So you're actually getting paid less. So it's like, why? And so that mindset that I had of like you really turn into an employee mindset, and that mindset is very, very, very like depressing, right? The more you do it. So I'm telling you guys, please, if you have a job, work that job, but think bigger. Don't think like this job is everything. There's more than you can do than just a job, right? It, you know, I just wish I quit earlier, to be honest. Because businesses is the funnest thing ever. You're providing value. You don't have to worry about a boss, but there is a benefit, right? You're getting income. You're being able to support your family, right? It's great, but just let that be known. Don't let a paycheck, even if the paycheck is big, like the paycheck that I had was huge. I was getting paid, over 180K a year, and I still decided to leave that job. Because I realized that my time is worth more, and I believe I can make more money with my business. And if it doesn't work out, I can always go back. But I can't get my time back if I continue to work on the job and work on the business at the same time, and my business doesn't scale. I'm actually losing money working the job. That's the mindset that I came to have, right? But working the job serves its purpose, and it served its purpose then, and now it's to new beginnings right now. So I'm excited about new growth, new opportunities, and just what this new life has for me, a new chapter has for me. So sorry for the ramble, but yeah, I just wanted to drop this video on you guys, and hope you guys have a good one. Peace.